It's pretty big news for a Saturday. The SEC might give the green light to Bitcoin spot ETF issuers by Tuesday or Wednesday. That's January 2nd or the 3rd for next week's launches, according to inside sources reported by Reuters. That is pretty big. I want to break it down. I want to break down the article and the news in particular, but this is the main headline. BlackRock, VanEck among asset managers that submitted updating filings for spot Bitcoin ETF. I don't know if you've been on X. This is Eric over here on X, just updating nonstop yesterday. BlackRock just dropped its updated S1. Valkyrie also just named 2 APs. It just goes on. Bitwise S1 has been filed, and just update after update after update. This was what was happening yesterday, and this is what we have going on now. This rumor about Tuesday or Wednesday, and maybe not a rumor, maybe it's from a source here, but Tuesday or Wednesday could get the green light. So I want to discuss what it means for Bitcoin, crypto. I do want to dig into the Bitcoin charts a little bit as this news is developing and as we go into this new year. Finally, everybody, one way or another, we're going to figure out, was this priced in all along? Will it be approved for sure? And how is Bitcoin and crypto markets going to finally react to all of it once it's all done? And we are just so close now to finally being able to watch this play out. Please hit the subscribe. Hit the like button on the way in. Your support means a ton. And let's just jump into the video. So this is the news. All these updates happening across the board in terms of all of these firms and their updated filings. People familiar with the filing process said issues that met their end of the year filing revision deadlines may be able to launch by January 10th, the date by which the SEC is required to either approve or reject the ARK 21 shares ETF. That's the date. We've been talking about it. We've been waiting for it. The SEC, here it is. The SEC may notify issuers as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday that they have been cleared to launch the following week, said those sources who spoke on background given the confidential nature of the discussions. We're going to find out very soon, everybody, if this time is different. This time is different. The move that many people thinking will happen because of the Bitcoin spot ETF, but will it really be different? Even with this insanely bullish move potentially getting ready to happen just days away, this bullish news, is Bitcoin just going to respect the charts, respect the cycles, and come back down? I really want to dig into the charts in just a minute, but I do want to just kind of continue discussing something here. This is Meta Lawman over here on X. All the S1s, so we're talking about all these S1 filings yesterday, all the S1s for the Bitcoin ETFs using JP Morgan as an authorized participant are missing a key risk disclosure. They need to advise investors that the influential CEO, Jamie Dimon, of their AP, of their authorized participant, will periodically lobby Congress to ban Bitcoin. Do you remember this? This was just weeks away, earlier in the month, December 6th. Look at this. Jamie Dimon.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance.
Only true use case for criminals. December 29th, JP Morgan is named as an authorized participant for BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF. The deception. You all know. The manipulation, the corruption, everything within banking, within our governments that's happening right now. And we're just here. Along for the ride, apparently.
And that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years.
Straight up hating on crypto, hating on Bitcoin, and then there you have it. So to piggyback off that, Colin over here on X, the U.S. government is dropping 6 charges against crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried, including campaign finance violations and conspiracy to commit bribery charges. Making bribes with stolen money is fine as long as that money is going to U.S. politicians. U.S. politicians. And by the way, going back to this clip, Jamie Dimon, who's at the beginning? There's Elizabeth Warren, anti-crypto army. She's leading the charge, anti-crypto army. She hates crypto. She hates you and I. These people hate you and I. Here's Maxine Waters. She hates you and I. She hates crypto. Blowing Sam Bankman-Fried a kiss. This is just reality. This is what's going on. This isn't like, and I'm venting a little bit, but not much. I mean, this isn't a conspiracy or anything. It's plain as day right before our eyes. They do it blatantly. They do not care. They do not care. No, there's just no repercussion, for all of this. It's crazy. They can just do whatever they want. It is what it is. But that's what's happening. And this really does have everything to do with crypto, right? This is all having to do with what's happening with crypto right now. So I wanted to kind of make those points as these things do develop and play out because I think they're important. Back to this article, Bitcoin's price has more than doubled this year to just under $42,000. Fueled in part, and here's what I want to focus on, fueled in part by expectations that the SEC will soon approve a spot Bitcoin ETF. So that's the question. I still ask myself, and we will never know, is this really fueled because of the Bitcoin spot ETF? If right now we weren't in the season for the last year of Bitcoin spot ETF talk, would this move not be happening? That's the question. I think it would be. Do you see the consistencies on these charts coming out of these bear markets? They've been so similar, slightly different in terms of maybe time frame, but so similar. Exiting the bear market, 300% gains, just about 300% gains last cycle exiting the bear, 300% gains back here in the cycle before that, exiting the 2015 bear market, like around 200% gains this time around. I really think these gains would be here even if the Bitcoin spot ETF narrative wasn't here. Now, the question is the Bitcoin spot ETF narrative and the fact that after all of these gains and after Bitcoin is overbought, the fact that we're like days away from potential approval, will Bitcoin diverge because this is so bullish and big off of this news? If it's good news, will Bitcoin diverge at this point? Meaning, will it do something different than it has done in cycles past instead of retracing now or even just sideways and then falling a little bit into these moving averages? That is what is so key. This could be the Bitcoin spot ETF thing. Macro is big, right? It's huge in terms of the continued growth of these markets. But in the short term, going into this new year and in particular this new week, this could be a massive fake out for markets. It could be once again, because we've been in bullish narratives and bearish narratives, and Bitcoin just does the opposite. We've been here before. This could be the biggest fake out in the short term, meaning really bullish week from a news perspective. Bitcoin spot ETF is greenlit, right? And then Bitcoin actually starts falling off of the news. It could be a massive fake out. A lot of longs could get liquidated in that environment. But this is what's exciting. We're finally we're here. I mean, this red weekly candle that I just circled, that's it. This is it. We start January 1st. We start January, the new year, in the next weekly candle, basically. And it is just so close. And then the Bitcoin spot ETF approval, days potentially away. We're going to finally find out, well, what is this cycle made of? And answer the question. Every cycle, it's going to be the question, is this time different? Every cycle is the question. And unironically, every cycle, Bitcoin, the charts, the consistencies on the charts, it just says, nope, it's really not different this time. And it just continues to do what it's done in cycles past. So this is really what I'm watching from a price perspective. But this is the news, everybody. Look out for Tuesday, Wednesday, and look out for a lot of speculation going into these things as well. So I appreciate all of you watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.